Let's go to a snowy Vernon Township High School, and Vernon scores first here against Newton. Watch Cole Jenikin get it to Don Brossman for the goal, and it's 1-0 Vikings with 9:37 to go in the first quarter. The Vikings make it 2-0 as Jenikin gets another helper here as he assists Dylan Scheidel, and he scores, and Vernon's up by 2 midway through the quarter. Vernon continues its good start here. Watch Cam Sparta get it to J.C. Faustini, and he scores, and it's 3-0 Vikings with 4:53 to go in the opening period. The Vikings extend their lead to 5-0 after one quarter, thanks to sharpshooting Brandon Blankman's second goal of the quarter, and Vernon's up by 5 over the Braves. Second quarter we go, and Newton was held without a shot on goal until the second quarter, and it's Giovanni Bavakba with the blast, but Vernon goalie Ben Kayard is there for the save to keep it 5-0 Vernon. Okay, we have less than 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, and watch Patrick Russell of Newton fight off the defender, and he scores to cut Vernon's lead to 5-1. And then Russell does it again with 21 seconds to go in the half. Watch him take this rocket, and he scores, and Newton is now only down by 3, 5-2 at the half. All right, Vernon comes out fired up in the third quarter after being shut out in the second, and it's Brandon Blakeman with the terrific dodge and the goal, and Vernon's up 6-2. Vernon will go up 8-2, and it looks like it will be 9-2, but it's Newton goalie Zach Muller stoning J.C. Faustini with a terrific save. Newton gets back on the scoreboard here as Ryan Vandenberg finds Giovanna Bavakwa for the goal, and Newton's down by 6, 9-3. But Vernon takes a 10-3 lead after 3 quarters. Watch Cam Sparta with the shot that deflects off Brossman, and it goes in, and the Vikings are up by 7. All right, fourth quarter we go, and it's J.C. Faustini getting his second goal off the look from Blankman, and it's 12-3 Vernon. Now here's a pretty goal. Watch Jack Stellingworth get it to Brandon Mitch, who gets it to Don Brossman for the goal, and Vernon has a 10-goal advantage, 13-3. That was a pretty goal, folks. And Vernon makes it the 14-3 final here on this Cole Jenikin tally as Vernon improves to 5-0 overall and 4-0 in Pooley Division play with the victory.
We came out not too strong, but really got it done, started putting them in the net. First half was a little rough, but second half we got our stuff together and was putting it in the back of the net. So just a good win for us today.
Honestly, it's a big win for the Pooley Division, definitely because right now we're still undefeated, and I think from here we'll be able to strive off it and in the upcoming games be good, and I think it'll be a little bit easier.
We came out, we did what we had to do. We knew that we didn't want to play down their competition, so we knew they were a weaker team, but we came out and did what we had to do.
Any win's a good win. I wasn't particularly happy about the way we played today. At halftime, I told them, I don't care how sore they are, how tired they are, because that's the way life is. You go later on in life, you have a family, you're working 2 jobs, you're doing what you need to do, and you just get it done.
Newton made this a game. They scored 2 goals at the end of the second quarter. They only trailed 5-2 at the half. So Vernon came out fired up in the third quarter. Brandon Blankman scored 2 goals. Don Brossman scored 2 goals, and Vernon took over from there.
It was a good feeling because we started breaking away from the close game that was going on, so we just had to get our stuff done, and just hitting the back of the net, it was good for us, just getting the momentum, getting it down there.
That was definitely big because we were down, and I think the weather might have had a little bit of a factor. We were all cold in the first half, and we were a little shaky. But I think we all got fired up. We do our jumping jacks on the side, got us all fired up, and I think Don and I came out and definitely set the tone and got everybody else fired up around our team.
We knew that we had to communicate a lot because we were running a zone in the beginning. We knew that we want to put pressure on the hands of the shooters and shut them down.
It's about pride, and unfortunately, you have to win by 10 when we get in these kind of games, or you lose power points, and it's up to them. And I left. There weren't really any adjustments. I mean, we did go man-to-man then, and we did change the offense a little bit, but I told the captains, it's their team. They need to make the changes. They need to make the people responsible for what their play is out there. And the captains are super with Ben Cahart, Tommy Modula, and Cam Sparta, and they did what they needed to do as leaders.
Brossman and Blankman each had 5 goals today. They're the leading goal scorers for Vernon, but they give credit to their teammates for getting the ball to them.
I don't think it's just us two. I mean, us two, it's around our team. They've been really helping us out a lot. Like, they set us up. We do 2-man game, and one will set a pick and get one of us open. And I think the big part about us two scoring is our team around us that gives us the opportunity to get open and score.
Vernon's off to a 5-0 start. The Vikings and Coach Harry Shortway very pleased about that.
We just got to come out strong, come out hyped up, and just put them down. keep going 5-0.
I think this definitely will help us to go ahead, especially in the Poli division. Especially, it's good that we're undefeated early and don't have that loss because we could strive off it and be able to beat the better teams when we go on later to the season.
Vernon's defense was terrific today. They didn't allow one shot on goal until the second quarter. Big part of that was Jeff Sedlock.
We were putting a lot more pressure this year and getting on their hands so they don't shoot as much, letting down the shots, like KR save what he needs to save.
Vernon played a physical game the night prior against Delaware Valley. They had to drive up to Matamoros. They had to go back-to-back. That was a concern coming in, but Vernon shook off that slow first half and posted the victory.
It was tolling on our bodies, really, just trying to get our sleep in and everything. Game one day, now today is 2 games in 24 hours, 2 wins. We're feeling good about it.
Definitely the traveling, because since it was in Pennsylvania, was a big factor. A lot of people slept on the bus, and it was a very tiring game, especially because it was a very transition game yesterday. So I think from there we were all tired. Then we come out here and a little flat in the beginning, especially because of the cold and our legs were locked up. But I think definitely 2 back-to-back wins, especially within 24 hours, is big for us and big for the program.
We knew we had to come home, rest well, and then wake up tomorrow, do nothing the whole day, and come out ready to play.
Always a great game when Vernon and Jefferson play. Scott Reed, the terrific coach at Jefferson, was an assistant to Harry Shortway at Jefferson. And what makes it even more special this year is Jefferson's got a solid squad and could challenge for the Pooley division. They're going to play each other on Tuesday. Should be a great game.
They're definitely a better team. They're better than last year. I think it's going to be a tough game, especially, and I think if we clean up our act, especially from today, that I think we'll be good to go.
It's nice being 5-0 at this point, but now we're going to get really into the tough games. I mean, last night was a tough game. Jefferson, it's always fun to go down there, going against my buddy, Coach Reed. And the Falcons are very tough, and they are really an improved team. So it's going to be quite the game on Tuesday.